Hello, beautiful sisters. I want to talk very briefly about religious deprogramming, and I'm talking about deep Catholicism. No matter how you were raised, there are fingerlings and tendrils of religion, more often than not, permeating your teachings and your trainings and your upbringing and your socialization. And what I want to speak to today is how the tendency might automatically be when we wake up to criticize all of religion and to throw the entire baby out with the entire bathwater, right? Like all the things. And I just want to say I understand that, because you are trying to get this bitter taste out of your mouth, right? You're trying to get it out of you, to dispel all of the imprints and impressions and falsities. And here's where I can help. And I'm really being present to my heart as I say this. Because of my unusual background where I can't even tell you the details of it, but because of my unusual background where I was not deeply dipped into religion in this lifetime, but of course come from it from many past lifetimes, and other things that I can't even think of to name, right? I am exquisitely attuned to the discernment and the refinement of what needs to be transmuted and what gets to stay. And so I just want to offer this to you because with great compassion and care and delicacy, I can kind of take a surgical approach to this with you. Because there is so much power that you already carry coming from these deep indoctrination practices. There is so much discipline and laser-like focus and potency and power in the devoutness that gets to be utilized once you release the reins and open at the expanded view to become aware of what all is within your jurisdiction, for lack of better terms, to be able to influence. Does that make sense? Or to be able to participate in and play with and interact with. Does that make sense? So I think where religion has kind of narrowed the sight is around where you can play. And once you broaden that view of where you can play, where you can interact, where you can engage, then you are able to leverage the potency and the powers that you have honed in the religious practice, in the training, in the discipline, without the restraints, without the blocks to your own worthiness, without your blocks to access, without your self-denigrations, without your shame and guilt, self-doubt, and the lumped on the lumped on impressions, I guess, of sin, of like innate sin, So I feel really good at knowing what to release and what not to release. So with love, sister, that's all.